Gonna get this done and get out of here and go home and relax for a while.
I'm supposed to work tonight.
To give a call.
I'm still looking for a fucking job.
Well, we'll see how long this one lasts. I'm telling you, we gotta start talking about this pop-up shit.
What, on the show?
No, over there at the...
Oh, yeah.
I need to see some...
You're still talking to them about that?
Well, I haven't talked to anyone about it. No one's come up to me and they're like, let's do it.
Oh, okay. Is that what you're waiting for?
I told them. I said, let me know what I gotta do to start the ball. And he gave me some weird... The messages were like, okay, blah, 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 blah. Hey, Henry.
What's up, young dog? I'll see you tomorrow. How's it taste?
Oh, horrible.
It's not horrible. It's just not deadhead or 18.
It's definitely not dead. He's like, I think it's dead. No, it's
No.
not.
It's got a little sweetness about it, but it does have a... Maybe it could use a little...
What's
more
up,
dry.
Mona Ida?
Who?
Mona Ida.
Where are you at, Mona Ida? Are you here in Michigan?
Oh, I can't do it, dude. That's horrible.
Yeah.
If you say it's sweet, I don't get that. Too.
Oh, I got a little sweetness on it. It's that too.
Well, all I taste is the fucking nuts.
I know.
I hate that taste.
I know.
Ever heard of Lollapalooza?
Of course.
What about Verapalooza? What the fuck is...
I never heard of that.
Obviously, I've heard of Lollapalooza. It's that concert.
Yeah. Big concert. You know, 100,000, 200,000 people show up.
Oh, not Mona. Mon-Ida.
What?
Moneata.
Oh.
Gotcha. Sorry. There is no Mona. Right. No, I've never heard of Verapalooza. Is it where the Velociraptors hang out?
The
Do a
Velociraptor.
concert?
They showed somewhere they had some kind of festival. You know those guys dress up in those Tyrannosaurus Rex outfits? They had a concert with like 50 of the guys dressed up like that. It was funny as fuck.
Really?
Mm-hmm. At least I thought it was funny.
Of course you do. Oh, motherfucker. Ah.
What?
It's a thing for 6 hours every day during Lollapalooza, the sesh bus parked up and people took him.
Oh. Okay.
I've never been to any concert. I mean, I went to one concert that was a fucking festival. I'm not a big concert person.
When I was younger, I was. I liked outdoor concerts. When I was younger. But it's not safe to be in big crowds. Not safe to be in big crowds.
It's outside Vera Life Cannabis Dispensary, the only one in Chicago.
Well, that's Chicago, huh?
Yep.
What do you mean the only one in Chicago? Not only a dispensary.
Oh, it's not a concert.
Okay, it's just an event.
Yeah.
Like in marijuana, at a cannabis event. I can't wait till I get
The
this.
only verified cannabis dispensary, yes.
I can't wait till I get this money so I can open me up a place.
Damn, that must be a market. Got all the fucking Chicago. That's crazy.
Huh?
Bet you the dude that owns that shit's rich as fuck.
No shit. Money just rolling in.
Yeah, dude, that's nuts. Ouch. Motherfucker.
It's a shame you need money to do shit, you know?
Verilife. What is, not verified, what is Verilife? Verilife? What the fuck?
Dude, what the fuck?
Oh, I guess that's their name. Oh, yeah, okay. What a weird name. They price match too? Who are they gonna price match? If they're the only one that's
Yeah. What the fuck are they pricing? The black market?
Oh, it's the only version of their cannabis dispensary in Chicago. Gotcha. How
Oh.
many do they have in Chicago? Because Chicago is a big ass city.
Yes, it is. A big ass city. Come back here, motherfucker. Where you going, huh? Mofo.
Yeah, I know they're not profitable. He says a lot of the big multi-state operators are not profitable.
They profitable here in Michigan.
Fuck yeah.
They're making
Making
money
their
like
money.
it's going out of style. They released some figures yesterday. And they kicking ass in Michigan.
More than you can count, I'm guessing. He said he doesn't know, so it means there's a lot of dispensaries in Chicago.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure. Tons of.
Here, oh my God, it's so much better.
I'll be the judge of that.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're discriminatory.
What, we like good weed?
We're used to good weed. So somebody brings up something to us, it's gotta have a certain qualities to pass our buster or catch up.
She's like, oh, she's nice to me. I'm like, because you're a fucking female.
Who said that? Oh, the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're protective of the weaker sex, kids and women. Dogs are very intelligent, man. They amaze me sometimes. How they know who to protect. This is natural with them.
So 51% of the places that are opening up in Chicago now are places that had people that basically they did the whole thing. I think they did it here too, where if you were in the city, you lived in the city, and you had been affected, like you have a drug, simple possession or some kind of like
Yep.
simple drug charge from when you were younger,
You get a shot at it.
you get a shot at it before everyone else.
I can get a shot at it, but I don't have no money. I told you I went on that application thing. Me and my brother went on it last week. And the first thing they say to you is, you have to have a building. That was for the lounge. You have to prove you have a building. And I couldn't prove that.
Yeah, certain amounts. Like if you were dealing drugs, like dealing, I think
If you're caught dealing drugs, even.
you were fucked. You can't use it. You can't be dealing drugs. You just had to be someone who got caught with it.
Yeah.
If you were a part of the again, which is, you're right, is bullshit because the law should have never been written in the first place.
Exactly.
It's only there to fucking fuck over poor and black minorities and poor people.
Yep. You ain't got no money, you don't give a fuck about your ass. They really don't. This is done more enough to do this shit. Let me hurry up.
Yeah, dude.
I want to be out of here by 3 o'clock.
What do I mean by minorities? I mean the minorities in this fucking country. I don't know. Anyone that's not a majority, I guess, in the country.
You're speaking of people, poor people. There's every color of poor people.
Jewish people probably arrested at a lower rate than whites.
At a lower rate?
Maybe. Maybe they do less drugs too. Who knows? I don't know.
They do just as many drugs.
And again, isn't a Jewish person just a white person who believes in a different God? I don't see how they're different.
That's what, when I was younger, that's what confused me.
Me too.
When I first moved over to this neighborhood, it was predominantly Jew. When I say, well, not predominantly, it was 90% Jewish.
No, whites do not do less drugs. You know that's a fact.
Oh, shoot.
Get
Fuck
the fuck
no.
outta here.
Get the fuck out of here.
They do exactly the same amount of drugs, but they're not fucking arrested on the same rate. I've literally seen it in my city. So I mean, I had a Saab. I drove it for fucking 3, 4, 5 years in the little city I lived in, and my friend drives it 3 times. 3 times he drove it, and he got pulled over once. For no reason either. He wasn't doing anything wrong. He wasn't speeding. He was just leaving a parking lot, and they pulled him over.
He was driving while black.
No, I don't think Asian people do anything drugs less. I think most people do drugs about the same, no matter the color of your skin. I don't think the color of skin matters on drug use. I just don't understand how Jewish people aren't white.
If you, I don't either, but because you can't. From looking at them, you know, you don't see any difference.
I don't know. Asians are least affected with what?
What do you mean least effective?
Affected. There's less Asians than there are black people in this country.
Are there?
I think so.
Yeah, there are.
I think so because it's Mexicans are like at 15%.
Blacks are between 13,
12 and 13%.
Yeah.
And then everything else is below that.
It's really not that many black people.
Either way, the war on drugs is bullshit.
It's really not
One
that
way
many.
or another, the war on drugs shouldn't exist. You shouldn't have people being thrown in jail for wanting to induce a product into their body. You should have cocaine lounges. You should have fucking heroin lounges. You should sell the shit. Not necessarily. Maybe you don't want to sell it in a fucking in a gas station, but I don't think you should sell alcohol in a gas station. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, in some states they do. In Ohio they do.
They do here.
Do they?
Yes.
No gas stations in Detroit sell alcohol.
There's gas stations
Maybe
in the
outside of
suburbs that do.
Yeah. That's what I said. Outside of Detroit.
Like you walk into one on 14, there's a Sitco that's on 14.
Where they sell
in
beer.
Rochester. No. They sell beer and they have a giant wall behind them that's like
Damn.
20 feet of fucking liquor.
Of liquor.
All the way across. Probably a 40-foot wall.
You're gonna tell a motherfucker you can't drink and drive. Drunk drivers are really a fucking danger, though. They're a big danger. They kill a lot of innocent people. Fucking drunk driving motherfuckers.
Dearborn Heights, Ford, and Inkster. I'm guessing that's where they sell. Like it's not uncommon. Especially beer.
Yeah.
Beer is in...
I've seen beer, but not in Detroit. But outside Detroit, I've seen beer in gas stations.
When would you be arrested for the right? I don't think you can have. I just think there should be any illegal. Like, should there be a legal amount of bread you can have in your car? I mean,
It's asinine. It really is.
The war on drugs is completely asinine.
Completely.
It's just a way to make fucking dickheads rich. Because it's made a lot of people who own prisons and own these think about how rich the dudes that own the fucking company that test for
Well, I think there
drugs
are
are.
Well, I think there are too many liquor stores in Detroit. There's too many of them. There's over 600 liquor stores in Detroit. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's ridiculous.
I bet you there's more churches.
Oh,
I put money on it, dude. Because there's a lot of streets that have like 3 churches.
Puritan is church from one end to the other.
God, there's so many churches in the city. It's a wonder why they're broke. They
And
don't
these
pay any taxes.
And these fucking churches, there's some gigantic ones too.
He says Chicago has more bars than NYC.
Damn.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Me either.
You know? I don't know.
But see, New York is different. Because you got different boroughs and you got those, what they call bodegas.
They have the same thing here. or in Chicago. They're not bodegas, but they have different boroughs.
Yeah, I know, but they got those bodegas in New York to sell any and everything.
Yeah. Well, they have. It's also people are there. It's kind of crazy how little people are here.
You take this.
Oh, 30 grams or less, I guess. All right, fuck. Let me get this shit done. Well, the people in fucking Illinois, anyone in politics is probably an idiot, to be honest with you.
Probably a what?
Idiot. Most of them are just fucking... It's like basketball. If you look at the stars of basketball, almost all of them come from players. They come from dudes who played basketball before. Not the big names.
Yeah.
They come from the little names.
Mm-hmm.
But there's somebody who played 3 or 4 years in basketball. Politics is the same shit. Which means that you don't have anybody who has any idea what the real world's like, because anybody that's in politics is rich.
And politics doesn't take any skills.
No, just you have to be nice. You have to
Or
be an ass kiss.
give the impression you're nice.
Yeah, or you're just an ass kiss that does what you're told.
Yeah.
And that's probably more politics than anything.
Yeah.
Being that ass kiss that just
Fuck a
does what you're told.
politician.
Oh, your record can't even be expunged. Holy shit. They're fucked in Illinois a little bit.
Illinois.
Yeah, no. They gotta fuck over the poor people, the ones who are selling the drugs, or have the drugs, I guess. I don't know.
Just
If
like
it's a rich dude, it doesn't matter. He gets pulled over, he goes to court, she gets thrown out, he does a plea, gets thrown out, gets expunged because he's fucking can do that.
man, no, I'll tell you though, man, this fucking what is this trank, this shit they're giving people. Some places it's called trank and some places it's called something else. Where they're bending all over and they're all fucked up.
Oh, I have no idea.
They have no body control. That shit's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
And this epidemic in Philadelphia.
Yeah, rich dudes. I don't disagree. But you can't argue that there's still not a giant slant from, like, we're still dealing with the ramifications. You can maybe now you could say that white people are getting pulled over and getting arrested at the same rate. And even if they did, their proportioned rate as they should.
No, see the problem
It would
is,
still take years and years to actually equal out, because there's so many people who are in jail now that shouldn't be in jail for something that they shouldn't just... There's no reason that unless you murdered someone or you stole something from someone, and even then, like, you had to have done something that's not like you were selling drugs. Okay, well, the laws are wrong. We've come to understand that the laws are wrong. They shouldn't be written that way, so you should be let go. You should be reintegrated back into your life, and you should get some compensation for the fact that your life was fucking stolen for you for something that you didn't do. Like all the people who were arrested for things that they didn't do and are exonerated years later because of DNA examination. You should, if the criminal justice system, which has definitely been proven to be fucked in every level, that uses racism, it uses ego, it uses all kinds of different factors to fuck over anyone it can, and everyone it can, to make sure that the people who own the prisons stay fat and rich.
you know, private prisons.
Yeah, the private prisons and all that
Republicans own most of those.
shit. Well, whoever owns them, it don't fucking matter. It doesn't. That's irrelevant. The point is if you own a prison and your only goal is profit, then you're a sociopath who needs to be exterminated.
You know who one of the biggest
That's a little
prison owners
rough,
are?
Huh?
That DeVos bitch.
Oh, fuck that bitch.
She owns a lot of shares in private prisons. And what they call voucher schools or whatever. Us to pay for private school.
Race may not matter for you in your area where you're at as much as well, but there are areas where I have lived and know people who live now in this, that still to this day, where race still is a factor. Again, I live in a city where...
Where do they live?
My best friend, he lives in Chicago. Got pulled over fucking multiple times.
Get the fuck out.
Because his last name's Gonzalez.
What, are you
And
this person we're talking to, are they rich?
No.
How do you know?
I don't, because he was complaining about rich people the same way I was.
Well, I don't see how you can say that you don't have that problem in Chicago.
No. I'm saying he doesn't. I didn't say they didn't. I'm just saying the way he said it right here. Race doesn't matter as much as wealth.
And you say he don't have money? He's talking like he got money.
Well, he's talking as if it was. Oh, he didn't state he lived in Chicago. Oh, he's just talking about Chicago a lot. So I assumed. So I don't know where the guy lives actually, or a person. I don't even know if it's a guy. I have no idea what it is. So, but we'll end it on that because I got to get back to work.